He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored. The NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creep.
This time Jackson will throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Whip.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, good move. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Mike, set. 19. To the pass. Check.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 25-yard line. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Pick the edge. Go, go. Check motion, motion, motion. Turn and go.
They will run with Grant. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You better be afraid of me. Watch the safety.
A give to Kamara running right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Rip right.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Good set. 19. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 59. Check 25. Switch. Switch. Motion, motion. Hot.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Watch the screen.
On first down, Grant. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
23 yards on the play. Jackson now. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ringo. 50 wants the money. 50 wants the money. I'm coming. Ready.
From the gun, Jackson. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Jackson. And that's complete to Cooks. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Undercrunch.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flush to his right, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. He gets it to Cooks. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Lamar Jackson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Bang, bang. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. You go.
On second down now, it's Grant. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Grant. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. On 3rd down, it's Grant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now Kamara. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. All you get is a All you get is a Let's go. Come on.
He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. I got you. I got you. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tight down. There you go.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Butker's kick here is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Here's the tap. 19. Hey, 31. Turn up.
Watson on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Kamara. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go, here we go. 18 data, 18 data. Team shoulder.
On second down, McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
The 34-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
All day, all day, all day. Hey, 59. Hey, 24.
They go back to Grant. And an alley to run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Alert. Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it. Switch. 81. 59.
On first down, Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
24. Hey, check Mike 6. Army. 59. Check.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, second and goal. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal. He may try and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Samson Ebukam make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the depth, a big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. Here's Grant. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's third down and 5.
Check it out, read. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
From the gun on third, Watson. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Mike 6.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up third and 5.
Hey, check Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Watson looks to throw again. He completes it to Nelson. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he cuts it left, and now room to move. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They'll run on first down. Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Josh Jones in on the stop. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.